moved here from Arizona. Didn't have any family or friends, just headed up northwest where we felt we were being called to be. And very unexpected that I started working at the Learning Center. Definitely a God thing. He paved the way and opened the doors. When I came here, they told me, well, hey, your children can attend too. You get a discount. And since we didn't know where we were going to end up, we didn't know a lot about the schools in the area, and we were kind of in the process of wanting to buy a house. We thought, hey, great. I can work here, the kids can go here, it doesn't matter what district we move to. The kids came to school here and started attending, and when we started here, Liam's my very logical child that has to see things to believe things. Wasn't totally sure about the whole God thing, raised in our home, went through all the motions, knowing everything. Believed because mom and dad told him, but still had a lot of questions. Had no clue that coming to the school would change that, and realized halfway through the school year the love he developed for God, and he would be the first one to pray, the first one to worship, and my little boy fell in love with God.
I know since we've grown, we ache for those memories. Honestly, nothing's even compared to you next to me.
My children have went through a lot of transition in our life, a lot of moving and things in the past, and relationships come and gone, and so God definitely, having to leave family and friends behind and move 1,000 miles, he gave us family through Kingsway and through First Church that we didn't expect. We had some changes in our life happen where my husband lost his job, and with the economy, obviously very difficult to find another job paying the same, so we took a large cut in salary, and we went through a really rough time. We had to make some really hard decisions on wants versus need. And what was so funny is when we came here, I didn't necessarily think we needed private school or Christian school, but once we were here and fell in love with it, and the risk of it being taken away was very difficult. And we ultimately made the decision that we were going to take the kids out, and they had to leave mid-year.
If time is money, then I'll spend it all for you. I will buy you flowers with the minutes we outgrew. I'll turn hours into gardens planted just for us to tend. I'll be reckless with my days, building castles in your...
Within the same time frame, I'm not exactly sure. I was also asked to start handling scholarships and financial aid for the school, which means I would be the contact person for any family coming in and needing to apply for aid, whether it be a current family here that was in a hardship situation, whether it be a new family coming in that otherwise just wouldn't be able to afford that. It's hard for families who are used to being able to provide for their family and their children to have to come to a situation and ask for help. It's very humbling, and it almost paralyzes some parents when they come to your desk and have to go through this. And you just talk to them and tell them it's a season. It's a season, you're gonna make it through this, God's gonna provide, and this is what this is here for. And you pray down the road that maybe you can help the next family if you get to a place that you can. Being a part of the financial aid and the scholarship process and seeing the families that are impacted by it is amazing. And I know from experience that the blessing that Kingsway can be. Or it could just be a family that's going through a really rough economic time, and Kingsway brings the stability to them and the love and the prayer and the hope for something more than what they're going through and what the world's economy wants to say or what we have to live by, or that their kids might not amount to much because of what their economic status is. All of those boundaries are broken down, and families get to be a part of something bigger. And I see what those scholarship dollars and the financial aid dollars do every day, and it's a miracle, and it's a blessing, and it's something that I'm really excited to be a part of.
Since we've grown, we long for concrete things. Honestly, nothing's felt more sure.
I love just being here. I feel like God's like all around me, and I feel loved in this school.
The way it shaped who I am and the choices that I make, and really how I spend my life and how I just spend each day has really been molded and formed by Kingsway and what I've learned here.
My mom was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. It was really hard, but everybody helped me along with it.
They're always there for you and supportive. And it's a miracle that I got to come here because my mom's budget was a little tight, so I wasn't able to come here to pay the fee. And God led 5 people to pay my tuition. And I just thought that was amazing how God works through anybody for people who need support.
So let's cut down the red tape and gather up the pieces of our youth. 'Cause there's nothing in this world we can't fix with some scissors and glue.